Hi, I'm Adam.
And I'm Joe.
And together we are the Maladjusted Misfits.
And this is the one where we talk about friends.
Whoops, I accidentally kissed you there.
Just don't let it happen again.
But hot girl. Welcome, Misfits, and hello to any new Friends fans that have stumbled across our podcast.
Every week, we rewatch the next episode in sequential order because that makes the most sense.
And we break it down.
And look up trivia.
And give our own maladjusted take on the whole kissing your new boss episode.
We try to make each other laugh.
And fingers crossed one of you two.
Yes. Hello.
Hi.
How are you?
Good. How are you?
Good. I was sick last week.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was gross.
Yeah, you don't usually get sick. You don't get sick a lot.
No. And then I was just sitting there, and then all of a sudden I was like,
Yeah, she came home from work. That never happens.
Like, when I text and say I'm coming home from work, Adam knows I'm sick.
Yeah.
I have high give a shit factor. I have high responsibility. I work hard.
You do work hard. And I do not.
You work hard at other things. Keeping the house going. What are we doing this week?
This week is the one with Rachel's inadvertent kiss.
And yes, what's our IMDb plot?
Rachel has an awkward encounter when she interviews for a new job. Monica becomes jealous of Phoebe and Gary, and Joey searches for a hot girl in Ross's building.
It's a fun episode.
It is a fun episode.
Our episode director is returning Shelley Jensen.
Shelley?
Yep, he directed a total of 6 episodes, but this is his last one for Friends. This is his last one? Yep, no more Shelley. He also directed 87 episodes of The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Okay.
25 episodes of Suddenly Susan, which has Brooke Shields in it.
Right. Yeah.
So, which is said to have been created after her role in Friends.
Right.
Because they didn't think of her as a TV actor, and she did so well.
Right.
And in 1984 to 1989, he directed 39 episodes of a show called Brothers, which is a sweet storyline. For the 80s, it's the youngest brother becomes out as gay, so 2 of his older conservative brothers support him and help him navigate being openly gay in 1980s Philadelphia, which I thought was nice.
Oh, that is nice.
It's a nice story. We have 2 writers this week.
Mm-hmm.
Andrew Wright.
Okay.
He wrote the sandwich episode this season, and he'll be back through the rest of the series as a writer.
Okay.
He also has one directing credit that's a documentary called Born Innocent, the Red Cross Story. Have we talked about this before?
I don't think so.
I've never heard of him. From inventing beach punk to influencing the grunge and hair metal movements, Red Cross, red is with 2 Ds and cross is with a K.
Right, okay.
Have maintained the highest level of musical integrity, originality, and quality for over 40 years.
Nice.
Never heard of him. And then the second writer credit is for Ted Cohen.
Okay.
He'll be back with Andrew through the end of the series. 45 total episodes. He recently wrote a few episodes for Succession.
Oh, yeah, nice.
Yeah, which I always get confused with Severance.
Oh.
Which is not at all alike.
No, they're not.
Yeah, because Succession has Brian Cox in it and Kieran Culkin.
Right.
And,
yeah.
And
I know what shows they are.
Yeah. It's like when your grandma gets the Prestige and what's the other one? She always gets them mixed
Oh, the
up.
Edward Norton one?
Yeah.
The Illusionist?
Yeah. Now she goes, now which one?
No, what she asked me once was, which one has Edward Norton and Christian Bale? I was like,
none of them.
No.
Because they both came out around the same time.
Right.
Which is really funny. What is our original air date?
Our original air date was March 18th, 1999.
All right.
That week, a Warner Brothers animated version of The King and I came out.
Okay.
Traveling to the exotic kingdom of Siam, English school teacher Anna Leonidova soon discovers that her most difficult challenge is the stubborn, imperious king himself, starring Miranda Richardson and Martin Vidnovic.
Martin Vidnovic.
You know, the kids love Martin.
And Miranda Richardson.
Yeah, and Miranda Richardson. And going to Siam. It's the whole...
Right.
I mean, it certainly was a hit. True Crime came out. It was directed by and starring Clint Eastwood and co-starring Isaiah Washington.
Oh.
Can an over-the-hill journalist uncover the evidence that can prove a death row inmate's innocence just hours before execution?
I say he probably did.
Why do they always wait till hours before the execution?
Because they just find out about it before that.
Just do it earlier. And at number 1, we have Forces of Nature, starring Sandra Bullock and Ben Affleck, about a soon-to-be married man encounters an exciting stranger after his plane suffers an accident on takeoff.
I like that movie. Do you remember that movie?
I do not remember that. I
Really?
remember seeing it,
Okay.
and I remember there being a storm,
Right.
and that's it.
It's kind of like planes, trains, and automobiles. They're trying to get home, and all this crazy shit happens. And
Right.
he's supposed to be getting married and getting home to his bride.
Right.
And
Okay.
he's, falls in love with this girl. And
Sandy B.
Yeah, Sandy B. Who wouldn't fall in love with Sandy
Yeah,
B,
right?
right? My God. It was just set up to fail from the beginning. All right, are you ready for some trivia?
I am ready.
All right, so when Chandler leaves for the bathroom, he says he has a 10-100. Did you know this is a reference to Smokey and the Bandit?
No.
Yeah, so apparently they say it in Smokey and the Bandit. So you know what 10-200 means?
No.
Well, 10-100 means pee-pee. You were going to make me say poop?
Yes, I was going to make you say poop.
A 10-200 is a poop. A poo-poo.
And what's your other
What?
trivia on that you tell me every time the episode comes on?
What do I tell you?
You tell me every single time this episode comes on. Every time he says, I got a
10-100.
10-100.
Mm-hmm.
What do you tell me?
I don't know.
You don't know?
No.
Oh my goodness.
What do I say?
You said that on set,
Uh-huh.
when they were filming,
Oh, yes.
if somebody went to the bathroom,
yes,
they would say
that the people that had the radios that were like walking people, instead of saying I'm taking Chandler to the bathroom,
right.
they'd be like 10-100 Chandler or
Right.
10-100 Matt LeBlanc. I forgot all about that.
You tell me that all the time.
That's so funny. Well, I am old, okay? I forget.
So you're telling me I'm just going to have to hear it more often.
I'm already repeating myself. God. All right. We're learning a lot about precincts and criminal justice and the ones with Gary.
Oh, yeah.
So when Monica asks Phoebe about the twig in her hair, Phoebe says that she and Gary violated Section 12, Paragraph 7 of the Criminal Code by doing it in the bushes. In reality, Section 12, Paragraph...
Like that Oasis song.
In reality, Section 12, Paragraph 7 of the Criminal Code outlines a particular crime of offense such as threatening of violence with intent to obtain a confession or information of a crime.
Oh.
So I suppose they could have been role-playing, question mark? Like he's trying to get a confession out of her?
Right. Or they could have just picked two random
That's
things
right,
because they
yeah.
don't really care.
They couldn't look it up as
Right.
readily as I could. This is the first appearance of Rachel's boss, Mr. Zellner, played by Steve Ireland.
Yeah.
Mr. Zellner would go on to be a reoccurring character for the rest of the series, even being heavily involved in the show's finale.
Yeah.
Ross meets the window woman, hot girl, and asks her if she wants to get a coffee, and she says yes, but then we never see her again, as this is the only episode she's in. We can only assume that Ross it. you
Right.
know.
Yeah, she skipped that early.
That's right.
She was like, Window Woman! No thanks.
Wonder Woman.
Window Woman.
Window
Woman!
What were your episode reactions?
Well, let's see. We have Phoebe and Gary all hot and heavy, leading to Chandler and Monica role reversal. Joey's search for the elusive hot girl. Rachel interviewing is always fun. It always works out really well.
Right.
And Ross in his pantomimes. This is an example of a standard Friends episode. I really enjoyed my time watching.
Yes, it's fun. It's a funny episode. I love the interview with Rachel at Ralph Lauren's. Mr. Zellner is not HR, but he would have HR in there if he tried to wipe anything off some interviewer's face. Anyhow, the hot girl chasing, and Joey keeps seeing Ross at the apartment. I love that. Did you move?
Right.
Gary and Phoebes are okay, but I love how Chandler has to defuse Monica. It's cute and it's funny, and I like it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you ready for some favorites?
I am ready.
All right.
Joe, what's your favorite line?
Okay, it's weird because, well, I really like when Rachel stands up for herself when she thinks Mr. Zellner is trying to make a move.
Mm-hmm.
I do not want this job that bad. Good day, sir.
She's very adamant.
And she's like, very like, this is not going to happen.
Yeah. And good for her. I went with Mon. This is kind of a weird line, but I like how she says it.
Mm-hmm.
And it's something that I've said to you in many occasions.
Right.
Get in there, man. Flirt back. Mix it up.
It never is relevant to flirting, but
no, I never said to flirt back. I just go get in there.
Mix it up.
Get in there, Joe. Mix it up.
Favorite moment. I love when everyone points to the ink on Rachel's lip.
Mm-hmm.
It's a funny moment.
Yeah.
But I went with when Monica and Chandler are wrapped in the sheet on the couch after doing it. I think that's really cute.
Okay. Well, since you picked two, I picked two too.
Oh, okay.
I really like when Joey does the yucky face and sounds to Monica. That's Monica. But I'm going to go with when Chandler asks to hold Gary's gun.
So funny. It's like exactly what I would do. Like, I'm not very graceful. And I'm gonna
you wouldn't ask to hold his gun.
No, I wouldn't. No interest in it. All right, favorite outfit. I'm going to go with Rachel's third interview outfit. So when she goes back for the third time, it's a white shirt and has flowers on the hip and a skirt. And it's so cute. I mean, I really like all three of her interview outfits, but I like the skirt and shoes in the third attempt.
Okay. And I just went with Monica's black and gray ombre blouse and black pantaloons.
Ooh, you said ombre.
Ombre.
Good job.
It's a different ombre.
Is it? I don't know. All right, themes we explored.
Yes, that's H. How much did you have?
Did you put something in my tea?
Yeah. I asked. You said no.
Themes we explored in this episode.
Mm-hmm.
Theme 1, making a mistake in an interview.
Yeah. Whoops. That's kind of a big one. So, theme 2, missing out on a hot girl because of counting.
Yep. He counted wrong. Missed out.
Not addition or subtraction.
Just counting.
Just counting.
Theme 3, thinking anyone is a hotter couple than Monica and Chandler.
Right.
Like, please.
She's, he's,
They did it in front of the window like 5 days ago.
Theme 4, Phoebe and Gary break the law. Chicka bow bow. Speaking of which, do you remember the time that we kind of...
Yeah, I remember. I think we should pause and come back in a few minutes. Hey, we're going to take a quick break before we break down the episode.
Hello.
Hello. I'm sorry. Is there a hot girl, a single available hot girl in there?
Sorry, man. My hot girl's at work right now, and you cannot have her.
Is she blonde?
No, redhead.
Oh, this is a different hot girl anyway.
Well, good. Good luck. I'm not calling the police right now or anything.
Hot girl?
Why, hello.
Hi. Does your daughter or some other hot girl live in there?
Well, I'm in here, handsome.
No, not that you aren't a handsome woman, but outside from the window.
Hey, cutie, relax. Let's not dismiss this so easily.
I gotta go.
Fine, run away like the others. You couldn't handle this anyway. I could be a hot girl.
All right, we're back.
We are back. Ooh, lemonade. We start off in Central Perk 5 friends are there. No, here comes Rachel. Now we have a full set as Rachel says, good, you guys are all here. Ross hays and asks, what's up? And Rachel has a job interview at Ralph Lauren tomorrow.
Ooh, oh, that's great.
Congratulations. Rachel buzzes with excitement. I know. Joey mutters, boy, that guy's underwear sucks. Rachel's like, what? And Joey explains, I got this pair marked XS. I gotta tell you, there was no room for XS anything in there.
That's extra small, Joe.
Yeah. Rachel brags, anyway, moving on. I'm going to be the coordinator of the women's collection. I'm going to work right under the director. It's a perfect job for me. And Phoebe states the obvious, well, if you nail the interview, you'll get it.
Yeah, I mean, that's how it works.
Yeah, Rachel agrees. Yeah, Phoebe goes, you want to work on your interview skills?
Like, she interviews a lot. You know?
Right. You've been unemployed for how long now? Is she still unemployed?
I don't know. They never address it.
They're both excited about that, and Phoebe starts small. Okay, let's start with the handshake. Hi. And Rachel shakes her hand and returns the hi. Gal pals shake, and Phoebe gives Rach high marks. Very good handshake. Good wrist action. And Monica wants to be the best, so she asks him, let me try. And Phoebe agrees, even though Monica's not interviewing anywhere. But upon shaking Monica's hand, Phoebe yelps in pain and says, OMG, what did I ever do to you? And Monica asks, did I squeeze it too hard? And Phoebe tells her, let's just say I'm glad I'm not Chandler. Joey looks kind of shocked as Chandler mulls that over. Q, I'll be there for you.
I know his face isn't quite like, I don't get it, but it isn't quite, I get what she's talking about. It's weird. It's a weird face.
It's a weird face. Well, he's trying to be a little diplomatic here, I think. He's trying to neither confirm nor deny.
So go along with the background?
Exactamundo.
All right, so we're at Monica and Rachel's. Joey is standing at the window waving at Ross. That's right, Ross. I can see you in your new apartment, and you can see me. Same as yesterday. Then he turns to Monica. Same as the day before. Which reminds me of when the girl kid says something clever or funny, and then we laugh really hard at it. And then every day she works that somehow into the conversation, regardless if it's relevant or not. And we're like, yeah, we got it.
Yeah, that was funny the first time. 37 hours ago.
So Monica asks about Ross's antics. Is he doing his shark attack bit yet? Joey says, nope. Oh, wait, there he goes. We see Ross through the window, and he acts like a swimmer that gets attacked by a shark, like in the movie Jaws. That, like, really jerky motion.
Yeah, normally you're in a pool when you're doing it.
Right, but he's standing in front of the window. Joey feigns amusement at Ross's antics, waving. Very funny, Ross. Very lifelike and funny. Okay. Then he notices that a woman is waving back.
Yeah.
He says, oh, no, I wasn't waving at you, lady. Then he realizes she's staring at him and that she is hot. Whoa, maybe I was. Hey, Monica, this totally hot girl in Ross's building is flirting with me. And Monica's picking up what he's throwing down and tells him, get in there, man. Flirt back. Mix it up. Joey is equally down with that. He turns back to the window and thinks about how he can flirt. And he does his famous pickup line, holds up his hand like an Indian and goes, how? Points to her and goes, you.
Well, okay.
Then he does a little twisty motion with his hands and ends up pointing back at her and winking and goes, I do it. She smiles and waves again, and he informs Mon, it worked. She's waving me over. I'm not sure that would, a strange guy waving at me from the window across the street. Yeah, come on over. Let's mix it up. No.
You don't live in New York City. It's a village. It's a big village there.
He gestures towards the woman. Okay, I'll be right over. Let's see. She's on the 3rd floor. Monica comes over to see what all the fuss is about and goes, wow, she is pretty. Joey wholeheartedly agrees and then realizes the woman can see him with Monica, so he tries to play it cool. Oh, no, I'm not with her. She's just Monica. And he pantomimes this out. He pushes Monica away and makes a disgusted face.
And then we jump over to Ross's building. Joey's walking up the hallway counting doors. He thinks he has found it, so he knocks. Ross opens the door. Joey found Ross.
Okay, and I need to point out that 3B is missing from the door. In fact, there are no apartment numbers on anyone's door throughout this episode. I mean, how could you find anyone?
Right. It's weird.
It is weird. But they had to do it because...
Well, they had to do it because they had to shoot the hallway from 4 different angles to make it look like
a huge apartment building. Yeah.
But Ross greets his buddy. Hey, Joey, great stuff, huh? He's like all sweaty from doing
it's so funny.
mime all day. And Joey asks, this is your place? And Ross is like, yeah, of course it is. Come on. Oh, get by the window. We could pretend to be surfing. And the male Geller immediately begins surfing by the window.
Oh, my God.
Joey whines, but I counted. You're not supposed to be here. Oh, man. Before he runs off. Jumping back to Monica and Rachel's, Joey shuffles in with a, Monica asks, what happened? And Joey recounts, I ended up at Ross's place. I must have miscounted or something. He checks the window again. Damn, she's not there anymore. Oh, look, Ross is doing his watching TV bit now. And we get a shot of Ross sitting on his couch, flipping through the channels on his remote. And Monica guesses, Joey, I think he's just watching TV. But the camera cuts to Ross's apartment, letting the audience see that the television is turned off and Ross is in fact doing a bit as he hides his mischievous smirk.
And did you notice that in the reflection of the TV they show of the couch, Ross is not there?
No, it's an empty couch. I looked at it when I saw that in your notes. I mean, he could be a vampire.
That's true. He could be.
I mean, Ross would definitely be an energy vampire like Colin Robinson.
Oh my God. He is the energy vampire. That's amazing. That's from We Were in the Shadows.
Yeah.
That was fun.
What we do in the shadows.
What we do in the shadows. So now we're at Monica and Rachel's later that day. Gary is kissing Phoebe goodbye. So I have a question.
Okay.
Have we not seen Phoebe's apartment since her grandmother died?
No.
Because Gary is picking her up and dropping her off at Monica and Rachel's, and she sleeps at Gary's. So we haven't seen...
No, I don't think we've seen that apartment since she...
Talked to her grandmother?
She talked to her grandma, and she gave him the real picture.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I was just like, he comes, finds her at the apartment at Monica and Rachel's last, and then drops her off there. So it's just really weird. All right, so Gary's radio squawks.
We have lost visual contact of the suspect.
So Gary pleads, okay, now I really have to go. And Phoebe whines, but it's just so unfair that our date has to get cut short because some guy shot a store clerk.
And
Gary tells her it's his job. And she offers to come with him. But then, Gary's radio.
Suspect has emerged naked from the sewer.
And Phoebe is like, nah, I'm good. They kiss and say sweet sugary goodbye. Gary closes the door behind him and Phoebe lets out a painful, oh, God.
Oh.
Monica is confused and asks for clarification. And Phoebe explains that she misses him so much. So not to get all sentimental, but I have had that feeling. Mm-hmm. He would drop me off at my dorm after we'd spent all weekend together. And as soon as you left, I wanted to call you.
Aww.
And this was way before cell phones, so I had to wait. And I couldn't wait to talk to you again.
Yeah, that's how it is every morning when you leave. Kinda.
You and the dogs just lay there on the couch like, kinda. Whatever. You're like... Thank God she finally left. The hairspray, the perfumes, out the door.
No.
So Monica points out what we're all thinking. Wow, for just a week, you guys are really close, huh? And Phoebe agrees that it is weird, but goes on to tell Mon that he's so sweet. He's like a little puppy dog, you know? But like a really tough one that shoots bad guys.
And birds.
Oh, I just love the beginning parts, right? He shoots all animals. I just love the beginning parts of relationships, you know? You can just, like, can't keep your hands off each other. Monica agrees, yeah, that is the best. And Phoebe asks, so, how long did that last for you and Chandler? Monica's like, what? It's still going on. Phoebe won't let it go and pushes. Come on, seriously, when did it end? Monica elaborates, I am serious. I mean, we're all over each other all the time. Phoebe tries to de-escalate. Okay, you know where you are better than I do. I was just curious. Monica, fully in her hyper-competitive mode now, jumps up and says, why don't you just calm down, Phoebe, all right? Why don't you just get all your facts before you run around telling everybody that you're the only hot couple?
Uh-oh.
Phoebe realizes what she has done and mumbles, God, I woke the beast.
I like that line a lot too.
It's so funny. She apologized to Monica. Sorry, I was wrong. Obviously, I misspoke. It's okay.
Mhm.
Monica's still jittery for not winning the competition, question mark. Continues.
I guess.
Oh, no, it is okay. I mean, as long as you know that Chandler and I are also very hot and fiery, just as hot as you are. I mean, our flame, woo, it is on fire. Chandler enters eating something as he says with his mouth full, Hey, Monica, here's your broom back.
So hot.
Monica rushes over. You are so cute. And they kiss passionately. I hope she liked what he was eating.
And there's a Chandler cut line where he breaks the kiss and goes, wow, the cute bar keeps getting lower and lower, doesn't it?
I think that every morning when I wake up and you give me a kiss, I'm like, oh, he still thinks I'm cute after 30-some years.
Ditto. Then we return to Monica and Rachel's. Chandler and Joey are sitting at the kitchen table as Rachel returns from her interview. Chandler asks how the interview went. Rachel spits out, horrible. I did the stupidest, most embarrassing thing. And Joey thinks he might have an idea of how it all shook down, asking, did you tell the guy you wanted to have sex with his wife and then fall right out of your chair? Rachel's like, no.
And then a cut line, Joey then asks, did you get drunk on the way over there?
And Rachel says no to that, too.
And then Joey tells her, well, that explains why you didn't do the other stuff.
Back to the uncut content, Chandler asks, so what happened? Rachel goes, it was horrible. And the interview part went so well, you know, I made him laugh. He said something about a boat, and I was like, oh, yeah, if you had enough life jackets. Rachel laughs and even stomps her foot, but the fellows remain unlaughed. She conveys, trust me, it was very funny. Anyway, we were saying goodbye, and Joey gives a what happened? And Rachel continues as we flash back to Mr. Zellner's office earlier that afternoon. All right, we were shaking hands, and he kind of leaned toward me. You know, maybe he was going to open the door, but I totally misread him, and so we're shown Mr. Z leaning in to open the door as he shakes Rachel's hand, and Rachel appears confused by his close proximity, and then she plants a little European goodbye kiss on his cheek. If she would have added a little ciao, baby, it would have been fine. As it turns out, Zellner looked a little bit perplexed. And then we fade back to real time, and Joey's shocked. He's like, you kissed him? And Rachel begs, I didn't know what else to do. And Chandler offers up an alternative. Well, you could have tried not kissing him. Rachel sneers, thanks, Chandler. Monica emerges from the Wiz Palace and seeing Rachel tells her, hey, Rach, a guy from Ralph Lauren called. You got a second interview.
I do like Monica's outfit in this scene. Her
Yeah.
hair is so cute and curly.
Yeah.
I know everyone likes it when her hair is really long and straight, but I really like this phase where it's like cute and curly.
It looks fine to me.
Okay.
She looks like she was going to go work out with 11 somewhere. The way she's dressed.
Cute. And then we have a couple more cut lines. Rachel says, Monica, that's not very funny.
Yeah, and then Monica looks taken aback as she pauses and she goes, oh, okay. And then she starts doing a little dance/cheer as she goes, a guy from Ralph Lauren called, and you got a second interview.
Then Rachel walks over saying, oh my God, Monica, you better be serious.
And Monica scoffs and goes, you just told me to be funny.
I thought that was so funny. We just watched it. So funny. The little dance is so cute.
So Rachel OMGs and goes, I can't believe it. I got a second interview. And Monica gives a yes. And then Joey spins that into, I bet that kiss isn't looking like such a big mistake now, is it? And Rachel, now suspicious, asks, wait a minute. Do you think that's why he wants me back? And Joey goes, yeah. And he realizes he's alone on this, and he turns to look at Chandler, who kind of wrinkles his nose at his pal, and Joey goes, no.
I do love Chandler's face to Joey. It's like, come on, man. Who are you talking to?
And then having missed the story, Monica asks, a kiss? What are you talking about? And Rachel goes, I accidentally kissed him in the interview. Now he wants me back because let's bring back the girl that kisses everybody.
All right.
I used to kiss people accidentally during interviews.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, accidents happen. What are you going to do? Anyway, Rachel makes it worse in her head. OMG, what if he thinks I'm the kind of girl that would just sleep with him? And Monica encourages, he probably wants you back because you're right for the job. But Rachel's conflicted now. Maybe. She don't know. Oh, God. How could I be so stupid? And Joey tries to smooth it over. Oh, Rach, come on. Don't say that. Look, you just need a hug from Joey. Come on. And they hug. And Joey looks out the window and he goes, she's back. Hot girl's back. Rachel hugging Joey goes, oh, well, I'm not totally back yet, but thank you. And Joey explains, no, in Ross's building, as he pushes Rachel out of the way and into the chair as he rushes over to the window. She's back. And Joey starts panic miming this time. Okay, wait there. I'll be over there in a second. And he counts again. Numbers. Got it. And he runs all excited, even doing like a little hop in the air or over the chair or something.
Yeah.
And then Chandler goes, I got to check out this hot girl. And he heads for the window, but he stops himself and he dances over to Monica going, there she is. As he joins her on the sofa and smooches her face.
Perfect.
Then we cut back to Ross's building. Joey is in the hall knocking on a numberless door again. Too bad Joey did this on the day the building was doing number replacements.
Yeah, what are the odds?
The door is answered again by Ross. Joey immediately yells, damn it! Did you move? Ross just kind of looks at him and calmly explains, yeah, I lived with you guys for a while and then I found this place. And Joey just stares at his friend, unamused, and Ross adds, I'm Ross.
Just to clarify, in case you were wondering.
Joey gets frustrated because Ross bruises like a peach. He huffs and puffs and leaves Ross befuddled in his wake. Joey knocks on the next door down, who is answered by an old man, Ralph Manza, R.I.P., whose first role was in 1954.
Aww.
The old man goes, yeah? And Joey looks around. He goes, you don't happen to have a hot girl in there? And the old man confides, no, I'm all alone. And Joey tells him, yeah, sorry about that. And then he just goes to the next door. This time a small girl answers. Joey kneels down and asks, hey, little girl, is your mommy or sister or babysitter by any chance a hot girl? And he slaps a big smile on his face and the little girl yells, Daddy! The little girl is Devin LaBella, who is still acting, and she won a bunch of gymnastic trophies and does stunts. She did some stunts for the Barbie movie.
Oh, man, that's so cool.
So Joey throws out a later at the kid as he runs around the corner. Another hallway stretches out before him like the Overlook Hotel, and Joey bemoans, oh, man, hot girl, hot girl. He keeps yelling as he searches the corridors.
All right, now we're back at Rachel's job interview.
Mm-hmm.
She's waiting outside Mr. Zellner's office, banging her pen between her teeth.
As you do.
That's right. Mr. Zellner opens the door and they greet each other. Mr. Zellner invites her in. Come on in. Mr. Zellner says, it's really nice to see you again, Rachel, and thank you. He sees that she has some ink on her lip from her pen and he tries to point it out to her. Rachel, and he points to his own lip, makes kissy lips. He does make kissy lips.
Yeah. Well, he's kind of like,
yeah, it's over here in the corner, yeah. I would have handed her a tissue and said, oh, you have ink on your lips.
Oh, we know what you would have done.
Anyway, Rachel gets defensive and says, what? And Mr. Zellner does the little point thing to his lips again.
Yeah.
Rachel, still on the defense, says, excuse me? Mr. Zellner offers, here, let me. And he goes to wipe it off himself.
No.
Never in a million years should he have done that. It's like, no.
Let me just touch your lip. Let me lick my thumb first. There you
Like
go.
a mom?
That'll get you.
Right. So Rachel stops him and gets on her soapbox. Whoa. All right. Okay. I see what's going on here. Now listen, look, I'm sorry that if I gave you the wrong impression, but I am not some hussy who will just sleep around to get ahead. Now, even though and Mr. Zellner tries to interrupt and tell her about the ink again, and she goes, hey, even though I kissed you, that does not give you the right to demand sex from me. I do not want this job that bad. Good day, sir. And she storms out of his office.
She sure does. Then we get an irritable cut line from Rachel, who storms out into the waiting area, and a woman waiting in the seat there. She goes, if you're going in there to see Mr. Zellner, I hope you're ready to put out. And she storms off, and the woman sitting there smiles and kind of happily goes, I am.
Oh my God.
No.
So that's how Rachel got the job. The other candidate blew her interview too. Well, she tried to blow her interview.
Oh, stop. She tanked it. She tanked the interview.
Tanked it. Okay,
Yes.
yeah.
No.
So we cut back to Monica and Rachel's. Rachel's returning from her interview attempt, and she enters very indignant and sighs, ugh, you will not believe what that sleazeball from Ralph Lauren did to me. Joey, Monica, and Ross all point to their lips to get Rachel once again to notice the ink on her lip. Rachel's amazed at this wizardry and says, okay, that's amazing. How did you know that? Ross points out, you got ink on your lip. Rachel replies, oh, then light bulb.
Light the bulb.
Oh.
Then we join a double set of dynamic duos at Central Perk, Phoebe and Gary along with Chandler and Monica. Gary sits at the counter. Chandler approaches him asking, so what do you say? Maybe I hold your gun sometime.
Sweater vest!
Sweater
There's a
vest.
sweater vest!
Yeah. Yeah, I was a little hesitant at first.
Yeah.
I mean, you're the Judge Joe that rolled in a sweater vest. But then later when he opens his jacket,
Yeah.
you can see the vest clearly.
Yeah.
And it's obviously a sweater vest.
Yeah.
So.
Yep.
Sweater vest. How exciting is that?
I know. It's so cool.
To the gun question, Gary replies, I don't know, man. We're not really supposed to do that. And Chandler asks, oh, what could happen? I mean, would you? And then Chandler gestures wildly with his coffee holding hand, and the majority of said beverage spills upon the floor. Gary looks down at the spill and goes, yeah, I'm going to say no.
It's pretty funny that Michael Rappaport is the cool guy in this scenario. He's not usually the cool guy.
He's not usually the cool guy.
No.
I like to think, we've talked about this before. I
Right.
like to think of some character actors. I like to think that sometimes they're playing the same roles in different movies.
Yes.
Like I mentioned John Hamm.
Uh-huh.
I like to think of him in The Town
Mm-hmm.
as the same character he's in Bridesmaids. He's that FBI agent.
Right. He's kind
That's
of a
what
dick.
he's like
Yeah.
at home.
Yeah.
I like to think of Michael Rappaport in this as his character he's going to be in Only Murderers in the Building.
Oh, all right. Okay.
His life kind of went down after
downhill.
Phoebe.
Yeah, that's awesome because it's in New York.
Oh, now I lost my place completely.
Over on the couch.
So over on the couch, Monica asks, Phoebe, do you want to go see a movie after dinner tonight? But Phoebe, I cannot, as her and Gary have already had plans. Monica asks, well, what are you doing? Phoebe confesses.
Flashbacks.
Phoebe confesses, well, the same thing we did all day, hanging out at Gary's apartment. He's so amazing, we never left the bedroom. And then she slaps a teasing, but have fun at the movie, at Monica. I mean, this is one of those, I think Phoebe knows at this point. She's just
egging
prodding
her on.
She's just prodding her.
100%, yes.
And Monica takes that bait and goes, oh, we're not seeing the movie. But Phoebe beckons her not. Well, why did you ask if we wanted to go? And Monica lies horribly here. Oh, well, that's because I just wanted you to not walk in on me and Chandler while we were, doing it all night. Excuse me for a second. And then she heads over for Chandler and tears him away from Gary. In her hyper state, she reveals, we have got to beat them. And Chandler's like, why? Monica argues, because Gary and Phoebe think they're a hotter couple than us. And Chandler goes, oh, so? And Monica's starting to freak out. So, we got to go upstairs and have a lot of sex to prove them wrong. And Chandler gasps and he actually wipes his brow in frustration before chiding, Monica, you've got to stop this competitive thing, okay? It's crazy. I mean, just to impress Gary and Phoebe, we got to go upstairs and have sex over and over. And I'm saying no to this. Why? Get your coat. Attaboy.
now we're in the lobby of Ross's building. We see a flyer on the bulletin board that reads, "Are you the hot girl who waved at me? If so, give me a call." And it's signed Joey, 6299. And the last couple numbers are obscured.
Obscured, yes, by other pamphlets.
Yes. Anywho, Ross is getting his mail, and he says to the woman checking her mail next to him, "Hey." A man walks up and tacks a flyer over Joey's hot girl flyer. His flyer has a sketch drawing of Joey, and it reads, "Warning, intruder," which is so funny, intruder.
Intruder.
Yeah. "If you see this creep, call the cops." He tells them, "You should check this out. Tell the other tenants." Apparently, he's running around looking for some kind of hot girl.
Did you read this other flyer that you put up? Because you could have just called him.
Right? You would know who he was. Ross says to the woman checking your mail, "Who is it?"
Who isn't?
Know your audience, Ross. For the first time, we see that the woman Ross is talking to is, in fact, the hot girl that Joey's looking for. She just kind of stares at him.
Yeah, because she's not looking for a hot girl.
No. Ross tries to recover her. I don't think we met. I'm Ross. Hot girl goes, "I know. You're the guy who wouldn't chip in for the handyman." And it's totally said in a tone that indicates she is not okay with it.
Yeah.
She says it in that tone.
Well, she says it very plainly.
Yes. And Ross picks up on the tone and says, "Never mind." But the hot girl points out that she thought it was unfair that they asked him since he had just moved in. And then Ross does his emphatic, "I had just moved in. Thank you." Listen, the hot girl offers her name, Jen. Ross says, "Jen, if she would maybe want to grab a cup of coffee or something." And he makes this weird noise like,
"Would you like to?"
Yes. If you went on that long, I think I might have had to walk away. Like, "I'll see you later." Jen says, "Sure, that'd be nice." She hands him her business card, and "My number's on there. Give me a call." Ross says he will give her a call. Jen says she'll see him later and walks away. Ross is so happy he starts kissing the card. Suddenly she returns. I forgot my paper." Ross quickly hides the card in his mouth, and when she leaves again, he takes it out and hopes she can still read the number. Do you think she saw him kissing the card?
Well, I think she would have just come back and snatched it out of his hand. Like, "No."
Okay, the zzz was a little much, but then when you started kissing my card, yeah, we're not. No.
Back to Monica and Rachel's. Monica and Chandler are recovering from their extended cardio session on the couch. Him in his robe and her wrapped in a sheet. Chandler with his socks still on. Pants. That was amazing.
I don't like socks.
I know you don't. That's why I thought it was gross. Monica says with a dissatisfied tone, "Phoebe and Gary are so going to hear about this at dinner."
That's so gross.
And Chandler repeats, "That was amazing." And Monica brags, "We're the hottest, huh? No one is hotter than we are. You're the best."
No, you're the best.
No, you're the best.
No, you're the best.
And Monica ends that with, "I am the best." As they start to get up, Joey walks in and sees the state of them, and he teases, "Hey, what you guys been doing?"
Which I think is funny because they don't lock the door.
Right.
Like,
was she hoping that
somebody
Gary and Phoebe was
would
going to walk in?
Yeah.
Yes.
So Monica looks out the open window. They were doing it in front of again. "Hey, Joey, isn't that the girl that waved to you the other day?" And Joey starts to the window going, "I don't know, but I can see through your sheet." He takes a gander out the window and goes, "Yeah, that's her, but you know what? It doesn't matter. I'm never going to meet her anyway." I like that she's arranging roses in a
vase.
In a vase.
Yeah, by the window.
Monica questions why, and Joey admits because it's impossible to find her apartment. She lives in some like hot girl parallel universe or something. And this is kind of what I do. Every now and then, we'll drop something small and then it bounces away and you can't find it. And I always go, "Oh, well, it slipped into another dimension." Monica counts the windows going, "What are you talking about? She obviously lives on the second floor, 7th apartment from the left." And then Joey wrongly corrects Monica. No. She lives on the 3rd floor, 8th apartment from the left. And Monica explains, "No, those first 2 windows, that's the lobby. And those ones over there, that's the stairway. You've been counting wrong." Joey confesses, "I did not know that. Thank you, Monica." And he leaves muttering, "I can't believe I almost lost another girl because of counting." He even smacks himself on the noggin as he's heading out. Monica shakes her head at him. And then we cut to Hot Girl's apartment. Ross is picking her up for a date. So he got back to his place and called her.
Apparently. Same day?
Yeah, 5 minutes later. Ross asks, are you ready? And Hot Girl Jen goes, sure, I'll just get my coat. Then there's a knock on the door, and she asks Ross, could you get that? And Ross tells her, sure. And the audience is already giggling as Ross heads for the door. Ross opens the door to Joey. Joey has his how you doing face on until he sees Ross, and then he gasps and points with a "Dah!" Ross is puzzled and starts to ask Joey, but Joey yells, no! No! And he stomps off.
I can't remember a time when I didn't open a door and you weren't there. We're back at Mr. Zellner's office. Rachel's come back again to try and do that second interview.
Mm-hmm.
Rachel starts off by thanking him for agreeing to see her. Mr. Zellner informs her that's quite all right, but I feel obligated to tell you that this meeting is being videotaped. Rachel looks around for the camera and she goes, okay, well, first I would like to start by apologizing for kissing you and for yelling at you.
Yeah, okay.
Mr. Zellner agrees, fair enough. Rachel gives a very moving monologue. Now, you're probably going to hire one of the people who did not yell at you and storm out.
Okay.
She puts her hands on his desk on that blotter. Yeah. And he moves it away from her.
Right. She kind of pulls it. She's so nervous. And he pulls it back.
She's like, I don't know what to do with my hands. And she still puts her hands on his desk.
Yeah.
Just like, put them in your lap. And she continues, and I think that's a big mistake, and here's why. I made a huge fool of myself, and I came back, and that shows courage. When I thought you wanted sex in exchange for this job, I said no, and that shows integrity. And I was not afraid to stand up for myself, and that shows courage. And she suddenly realizes that she said courage twice. Okay, I know I already said courage, but you got to have courage. You think she would have practiced? I know I would have come up with a third word.
I think she probably did on her way there, but didn't write it down or anything.
Right.
And then she was like, wait, I said courage twice.
Yeah. And finally, when I thought you were making sexual advances in the workplace, I said no, and I was not litigious. So recently, I had someone who did not know what litigious meant. And she asked me, and I told her, and then she goes, you know what litigious means? And I said, yeah, that means you want to litigate or sue someone. And she said she had never heard that word before. And I was in my head going, Rachel says it to Zellner, duh. Friends made me smart.
Friends makes me smarter.
So back to Rach. So there you go. You got, counts them on her fingers, courage. You got integrity. You got, and she pauses again because she has to say courage again. Courage and not litigious. Look, Mr. And she pauses because she forgot his name. Mr. Zellner offers his name. Zellner. She shouts, Zellner, right. I knew that. I really, really want this job. And I think I'd be really good at it. And Mr. Zellner stands up and sits on the corner of his desk. I hate when people do that. I don't think I've seen anybody do it recently, but I used to hate when people, especially my desk, would come and sit on the corner. I'd be like, that's too close. Get away. He goes, you know what? I may regret this, but I'm going to give you a shot. Rachel gasps and jumps up. You are? Really? Oh, thank you. Oh, would it be completely inappropriate to give you a hug? Yes.
Yeah, that other girl, you won't believe what she tried to do.
Well, then how about a handshake? She goes to shake his hand, but misses because he stands up right when she goes to shake it.
Yeah.
And she accidentally touches his groin.
Oh.
Oh, God. I'm sorry. Oh, God. I did not mean to touch that.
Oh.
I mean, you there. Okay, so thank you. Thank you. I'm going to leave now. Thank you very much. Thank you. Hey, I'll see you Monday.
I like how she adds that. So I need to leave him with the impression I'm coming back.
Right. And she exits. No offer, no nothing, no discussion. Yeah. It's like, I'll see you Monday.
Then we're off to some random New York City restaurant. Chandler, Monica, Phoebe, and Gary are on a double date. Chandler's yawning. Phoebe asks, you tired, Chandler? And Monica sheds a spotlight on this. You better believe he's tired after the day we had. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Know what I mean? And Chandler quips, honey, the tortilla chips know what you mean. And Gary jumps in asking, so Chandler, you like that badge I got you? And Chandler says, oh, yeah, it's so cool. And he opens his suit vest to show the little toy police badge pinned to the inside of his jacket. And like I said, you could see there that he's clearly wearing a sweater vest.
Yep.
Then he goes, now I gotta go. Officer Bean has a 10-100. He translates, that's a pee-pee. And then he heads for the Whiz Palace. Monica points out to Phoebe, you have a twig in your hair. And Phoebe giggles because she knows how that happened. And they kind of took a detour on the way over here. Gary shares, yeah, we took a little stroll in the park and no one was around, so... And Monica guessed, you didn't. And Phoebe brags, we did. We violated Section 12, Paragraph 7 of the Criminal Code. And Monica starts to stew. The park, huh? A public place? And Gary boasts, uh-huh. And Monica conveys, I hear ya. Excuse me for just a second. She needs to win. She's going to seduce her boyfriend in the disgusting restroom right now.
Yeah. No sex in the bathroom. Mm-mm.
Cut to the little boy's room. Chandler is practicing flashing his badge as Monica enters. Now, I just want to say, I've never seen any guy ever linger in the bathroom.
Yeah, no.
Monica gives a sultry, hi, Chandler. And Chandler responds quizzically, Monica, this is the men's room. Suddenly unsure, he asks, isn't it? Monica flirtatiously breathes, yes, it is. You see, I've always found the men's bathroom very sexual, haven't you? And Chandler goes, no, and if I did, I don't think we'd be going out. And Julie Roberts kind of ruined that for me. And then Chandler has a couple cut lines going, okay, I don't want to disappoint you, and I really don't want to disappoint the guy in the second stall. And then a man exits the stall and looks at them, and he leaves the bathroom without washing his hands or flushing.
Oh, no.
Chandler gives him a sorry man before, we're back to regular content. He goes, Monica, this is getting ridiculous. And Monica argues, come on, we can't let them win. And Chandler's exasperated. We've already proved that we're hot, okay? Why are you getting so obsessed about this thing? And Monica admits all flustered because Phoebe and Gary are in that can't keep their hands off each other, do it in the park phase. And Chandler mock gasps, so? And Monica reveals her true feelings. I feel really sad that we're really not there anymore. And Chandler's kind of relieved. He's like, oh, wow, is that what this has been about?
Aww.
And Monica whines, well, wasn't it a lot more exciting when we were, all over each other all the time? And Chandler tells her, yeah, that was great. It was really great. But to tell you the truth, I'm more excited about where we are now.
Really?
Yeah, I've never been in a relationship that lasted this long. Joe, I've never been in a relationship that lasted this long. He goes, to get past the beginning and still want to be around each other all the time, I think that's pretty incredible. And the fact that this is all happening with you, yeah, that's pretty exciting. And after that, he lays a smoochaloo on her. Monica blushes. That's so sweet. I know I've been acting crazy, but I feel the same way. And Chandler asks, yeah, and they hug it out while smelling whatever that guy left behind.
Gross.
And Chandler breaks the hug, happy to point out, you know what I just realized? You freaked out about our relationship. Monica argues, did not. Chandler gloats, yes, you did. Admit it. You freaked out. And Monica downplays it. Okay, I freaked out a little. And Chandler flaunts, a little? You freaked out big time, okay? And I fixed it. We have switched places. I am the relationship king, and you are the crazy, irrational screw-up. And then Chandler does that Chandler happy dance, and Monica kind of scowls at him, and Chandler adds, and now we're back. And Monica nods. Yes, we are.
All right, we're at this hag looking through Ross's window. He's doing more pantomimes. The first one, he's walking a dog that is stopped and then suddenly tugs him forward. We cut to the inside of Monica and Rachel's apartment. Monica and Rachel are sitting at the kitchen table. Rachel laughs, I cannot believe Ross is buying this. Monica agrees, thank God. I can't watch him anymore. Chandler enters, you guys ready for the movies? Rachel tells Chandler, yeah, oh, by the way, thank you for loaning us Pamela and Yasmin. We see through the big window from the outside and see that Monica and Rachel have pictures of their faces pasted onto cardboard cutouts of Pamela Anderson and Yasmin Bleed.
Yes, they do.
Ross is in his apartment like, man, they cannot get enough. makes like a robot, and waves at the cutouts. And that's the end of the episode.
That's the end.
Cut and print. We're going to take another short break. We'll be right back.
Mr. Zellner's office.
Hi. Yeah, I was supposed to have a second interview with Mr. Zellner yesterday, and we had a little misunderstanding.
Is this, Rachel Green?
Yes. Oh, how do I explain this? You see, I made a big mistake yesterday, and
Putting you through.
Oh, okay.
Zellner.
Mr. Zellner, it's Rachel Green.
Oh, Miss Green. I'm sorry, but...
No, don't say I'm sorry yet. I had a misunderstanding that I'd like to apologize for. I misunderstood, and I now know that I had ink on my... You know what? It doesn't matter. This is just a big mess. Have you ever watched Three's Company?
I've been known to enjoy the exploits of Jack Tripper and Company.
I promise, this has just been a terrible misunderstanding, much like the exploits of Jack Tripper and
Company.
Yes, of course, Jack Tripper and Company. I'm sorry. I really, really hope that you could give me another chance.
Well, I'm no Mr. Furley.
Mr. Furley?
Don Knotts on Three's Company.
Oh, right. After the Ropers, there was Mr. Furley.
Yeah, I'm no Mr. Furley, so come on in tomorrow and we'll do that second interview.
Oh, my God. Thank you, Mr. Furley. Mr. Zebner. I'll see you tomorrow.
Oh, okay. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye now. Love you. Oh, my God. Damn it. Love you?
All right, now we're back.
We're back. What did we learn from this episode?
Joe, what did you learn?
Ross needs a hobby. Making goofy faces at their apartment, pretending to watch TV. So weird.
Yeah, that is very weird. I learned that Rachel has courage and is not litigious. and that Ross is more of a clown than a mime.
What are your final thoughts for the episode?
I'm glad Gary didn't allow Chandler to hold his gun.
True.
And it's good to know that Joey still isn't wandering the halls of the building, still searching for that hot girl.
Yeah, it's amazing that he made it out. Since there were no numbers, he didn't know where he was. So, I've done a lot of interviews in my lifetime, given them, received them, some strange ones. Someone did show up very intoxicated, fell asleep during the interview. We had to call him an Uber.
Oh.
No kisses, but I did get a hug once. I should not have hired her. Didn't turn out well. And I have biffed a few of my own. Once they mentioned that the owner was married to someone I worked with before. So, of course, I talked about how much I love them. And then they explained they were going through a very painful divorce.
Oh.
Wah, wah.
They did the bait and switch to you.
Yeah. Like, why would you even mention that? So, sweater vest tracker.
Well, the prior count was 5.
Yeah.
We had a confirmed one today.
Woo-hoo.
So their overall count is 6. As we slowly approach double digits with the tenacity of a tortoise.
We're going to get there. We did not have any Magnadoodles because we didn't go over to the guy's apartment this week. Yeah.
Did not.
So what's our rating for this episode?
8.3 stars out of 10 with 5,400 ratings.
All right. Well, we didn't have any misfits right in, so we pulled one from IMDb. Here you go.
So this one is titled... The one with Rachel's inadvertent kiss. Well, that makes sense.
Right, because that's the title of the show.
Yes, warning, spoilers. This is a hilarious episode. I really like Rachel's story. Seeing her having all those mishaps on her interview was very amusing. The part with the kissing, when she thought that Mr. Zellner wanted to kiss her, and then she was trying to convince him to take her. I must say, I also really like Steve Ireland, the guy that plays Mr. Zellner.
Oh, yeah.
They would kiss him
a couple times.
Yeah, on purpose. The story of Monica being upset and that her and Chandler are not in the beginning of the relationship and trying to compete with Phoebe and Gary for being a hot couple. Like, how is she telling them everything? And even following Chandler into the men's bathroom? The story with Joey trying to find the girl in Ross's building, but always ending up at Ross's apartment is well done as well. I can't believe I almost lost another girl because of counting. I love that quote. And Ross's watching TV bit was pretty cool as well.
Oh my God.
He's such a nerd, and I love him for it. Very nice, very nice.
All right, what is next week's episode?
Next week is the one where Rachel smokes.
Boo. Give us a synopsis.
Well, in the lowest rated episode of the season,
Ooh.
Monica and Phoebe plan Rachel's surprise birthday party a month early. Joey and Ben battle it out for soup. And Rachel gets peer pressured into smoking at work.
Nope, not gonna do it. Are you ready for some maladjusted content?
I guess so. We might as well.
All right. So this week we watched an oldie but goodie that cracks us up every time. And it was one of those movies that Adam was like, well, let's watch this. And I was like, oh my God.
Right, we just talked about it not that long ago.
Yeah. What is this? And Napoleon Dynamite cracks me up. So we watched that. Tina, come eat your dinner. And then we sort of watched the Minecraft movie.
Right.
Because you said that the guy that directed Napoleon Dynamite also directed Minecraft.
Yeah.
I'm not a video game person, so...
No. I was just... It was free.
Yeah.
It's on one of our platforms, so I was just like...
Man, what the hell?
I'll just watch this. I like Jack Black.
I do, yeah. He's funny. Jason
So we
Momoa.
watched it, but it was funny because there's a lot of...
Similarities.
Similarities
Right.
between Napoleon Dynamite and the Minecraft movie.
Which is funny.
Yeah.
So it was okay. And then we watched Code 3, the new Rainn Wilson movie.
Mm-hmm.
And anybody that's watched the previews goes into it thinking this is going to be funny.
Yeah.
And I think Rainn Wilson is funny. I mean, I thought he was funny in Juno. He's been in a couple other things. What's that? Super.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's got funny parts, but it is not a comedy.
No, it's a dramedy movie.
Yeah.
It's definitely a dramedy. There's
it was
funny
good.
stuff.
I mean, it was
and
good.
then there's serious stuff. Yeah,
but
it was very
kinda-
good.
Yeah.
You were just not expecting that kind of movie.
No.
You were expecting The Office, and
Yeah.
you got something else.
That's exactly what I got. I got something else. It's very good.
Yeah.
But I was expecting it to be more funny, and it was a Friday night, and I was like looking to like chillax and laugh, and it was
and
kind
then
of
it made you nervous.
it made me anxious and nervous, and I was like, okay.
It wasn't as bad as the other ambulance driver movie.
Oh yeah,
The Nicolas Cage
Bring
one.
Out Your Dead.
Yeah, Bring Out the Dead. That one was way more nervous.
Yeah. And he was way more like hyper.
Yeah.
So, and then we talk the girl kid into watching So I Married an Axe Murderer?
We just asked her if she wanted to watch something.
The movie. But that was really funny. I like that movie. It's like one of those like really small, like going back and watching like Tommy Boy, things like that.
Yeah.
It's just fun and silly, and So I Married an Axe Murderer is really cute.
Yeah.
It's fun.
It's
Michael
cute
Myers
and-
is funny.
Yeah.
Heed.
Heed. He's going to cry himself to sleep on his giant pillow.
Anything else that we did?
Not that I can remember.
No. We went out to dinner with your sister
Yeah.
and your niece who's going back to college. That
And
was
my
fun.
other niece, who's going back to elementary school. My sister's crazy.
Yeah, she has 2 kids in college and 1 in elementary school. But yeah, that's her bed. All right, let's wrap this up and let these people out of here.
All right.
We're so glad you stumbled across our podcast. If you're enjoying it, please share it with other friends, fans.
Or maybe rate it and or leave a review.
And if you want to contribute your thoughts or reaction to the podcast, send us your musings and we'll share them on that episode. You can also write just to say hey.
Come on, we'd like to hear from more of you misfits out there.
Check the show notes for our details. You know how to get a hold of us.
Joe, are you ready for a cup of coffee?
Always. Of course, let's bring back the girl who kisses everybody.